Now we're live.
All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Not Another Serious Podcast. After, I think, one of the best episodes of the season, we get to recap. For once, we're all excited to do this little recap. Nick, what are you doing? He's editing something.
I'm editing pieces of cheese onto Josh's chest here.
Okay,
all I know is someone's excited about Big Brother with their Big Brother shirt on.
Oh, I forgot I was wearing
God,
it.
slay my existence.
Hey, you're very festive.
Yeah, he's as festive as a young boy on Halloween.
Okay, we're gonna move on from that one.
All right, Spencer Clausen fed me that joke. Okay, so let's start at the top of the hour. Big Brother 19 Double Eviction Part 2. All right, so we started the episode, and Nick, what happened?
No, through this one. This is all you, baby boy.
Oh, Josh. It's like Josh's epic, like, crying moment to Whistle Nut. Right? Is that all they showed in the episode?
It was pretty much just the them closing the deal and Josh being really, really upset. It was that little inner tornness.
Yep. Josh.
Me too.
In Josh. Yeah, so he was in the hot tub with Whistle Nut, and he's
who wouldn't want to be in a hot tub with Whistle Nut? Ew.
And they're by themselves, two hungry, shirtless men, and Josh is starting to tear up, and you can tell he's fighting it.
Yeah.
And then Whistle Nut's like, "What's wrong, big buddy?" And he was like, "Nothing. Like, it just sucks sending Kevin home."
Well, Whistle Nut did. He was like, "It's gonna suck sending him home,"
Yeah,
and that's why Josh started crying.
God, what an idiot! I'm sorry, they're all dumb.
And then so Josh is sad, which if this was Survivor, we'd be like winners edit. Like they're giving Josh the perfect winners edit if he in fact goes on to win. However, I think this showed that Josh is a rootable player in the game. Like, that it was somebody who's willing to oppose Paul.
No,
are you sure you're just not saying that because he's your player?
Well, I of course stand by my player since day one. You can watch the podcast back. So, Nolan, how are you feeling about Josh in this moment when he was crying to Whistle Nut?
Now, I've been very up and down about Josh. I've been a fan. I've hated him. Every single emotion you can have in the book about a person I've had for Josh. Yeah. Right now, I'm rooting for him. Right now, I really like him. I honestly don't think he deserves to win over Paul. Obviously, nobody deserves to win over Paul. But if I had to pick one, if Josh got out in the double eviction, which we're going to talk about later, I would root for Paul. I would root for Josh.
Wow, Paul's on the
Here's the thing. My feelings are going up for Josh quicker than his family's evacuating Miami.
Jesus, Nick.
That was out of taste.
That was disgusting. That was probably the worst joke you made all season.
What? It was a solid one.
No, it wasn't, Nick. That's really a low taste.
They're not didn't die.
You know how people say too soon?
Yeah.
It's too soon because the hurricane didn't even hit yet.
But that's why it's not. It's too.
Let's move on.
Relax, everybody. Adam's like acting so mean now. Don't be meanie boy.
I'm acting mean.
I just made a tasteless
Somebody
joke.
just said I'm in Florida right now. So, Nick, good job with that one. Okay.
Okay, let's move on.
Move on. Yeah.
Sorry, move on. Sorry to anyone I offended.
Okay. So we move on to the live eviction vote. It pretty much goes the way everyone thought it was going to go. They've hyped up this whole week that they were going to split the votes and it was going to come down to Christmas. Christmas was going to vote to evict Jason.
Right.
So the vote carries on. Paul goes into the thing, does what he's supposed to do. Raven does what she's supposed to do unknowingly. Then it comes down to Josh. Josh takes a couple minutes and votes to evict Jason while crying. So
okay. No, was that the best? Do you guys think that was the best? What is it called? Just an eviction vote.
Just like a cast to evict.
Yeah.
No, other than all of Alex's where she goes, I vote to evict, blah, 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 blah. Shout out to Tootie, blah, 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 11, la, 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 la. And, but yeah, it was kind of cool to see like the emotion and how hard it is. I think Josh is doing a good job of portraying Big Brother. Like he's like I feel like he's gonna be their golden boy and poster boy. He'll probably I think he can come back maybe in the future because he is really Big Brother likes the characters that portray exactly what you want them to portray as Big Brother.
What do you mean? I'm
Big Brother's so okay. They always hype up the fact that Big Brother is such a tough game. It's an emotional game. It's an emotional roller coaster, yada, yada. Josh has been the epitome of that.
I guess.
An emotional roller coaster. He's been on ups. He's been in downs. He's cried. He's yelled at people. He's gotten fights. He's literally done every single thing you could do in Big Brother. And I feel like he's kind of like a poster boy right now. I feel like he portrays Big Brother really well.
I don't know. I think you have to be allowed to kind of be like the epitome of Big Brother. Like Josh is people are starting to like him now, like especially super fans. But like by America, I still
I'm not saying liked. I'm saying he's a good representation of Big Brother.
Poster child could be disliked.
I'm not. all right, I don't mean poster boy in sense of like everyone loves him. I mean he represents Big Brother. He represents Big Brother very well.
Emotional role.
Yeah.
I think he's. I just thought you were like saying like he will be the.
He is the he's the true. He's the true representation of how the game and how it's hard. It's a social experiment. Sometimes one week you could be yelling and getting in fights, and the next week you could be crying, and the next week you could be in a DR not even knowing you have all week to vote. Right. And it comes down to that vote, and you still don't know what you're gonna do.
Right. Yeah.
It was really cool to watch as a fan.
Yeah, I like that. I like Josh's ups and downs.
Yeah, this is the first half of this episode was the best double eviction. Any part of a double eviction we've had since Big Jeff was evicted 6 years ago.
So Josh votes to evict Jason.
Yeah.
They go out. Christmas, it's a tie. Christmas gets up. She's even tearing up a little bit. She says, "You have to make moves in this game. Like, I'm sorry, it's nothing personal. Jason, I vote to evict you." Jason, who is this nice guy, charismatic guy, loves everyone in the house. Everyone loves him to an extent. Like it's kind of this all-American guy who's always happy and jolly and always portrays himself as happy and loving and everything. Gets up, storms out of the house, not even saying a word to Alex. Doesn't even say a word to his ride or die.
Right.
Which I mean,
stupid ride or die shit.
In Jason's defense, he didn't even know what was going on. So he got out of the house and he said, "I don't even know if Alex turned on me." So, I mean, I guess that's why he did it. I kind of feel bad for, I mean, I hate Alex, but I kind of feel bad for her. Like, she had nothing to do with it. And she just got.
She deserves that and then some. No.
She's evil, dude. And the best part about this whole episode is just Kevin first eviction. He's like, "I'm going home." Like, he goes, "Thank you guys so much for a great summer. You're all great people." He's going home. Boom. Kevin stays. Christmas pulled a Vanessa Russo, though, like, where she's crying in her vote to evict.
No, bro.
Yo, bro. Jason, I vote to evict you. So then Jason goes home, and I think that exit was amazing. First of all, my dude has not shaved in months. He looks, compared to when he came, he doesn't look great.
Mm-hmm.
He looks very unruly. Paul does this stupid fake acting, like, "What?
I was going to go home."
And he goes, "So I was going to go home." And Josh was, that was one of the best moments. Josh is bawling his eyes out and trying to do this fake fight that they staged.
Yeah.
He's like,
yeah, for anyone watching, they staged that whole thing.
That whole fake fight was, it was all
embarrassing. Paul's a terrible actor.
And then Alex, like, and him storm off together in her little whistle nut jersey. And then, so we go, after they have this fake fight, we go to the HOA. Or no, Whistle Nut does his exit interview. Let's talk about the exit interview.
God.
One of the best goodbye messages of all time, but we'll get to that. So the exit interview, Whistle Nut starts, he's pissed. I don't think anyone's been more visibly pissed from getting evicted before, besides maybe
Big Jeff.
Maybe Big Jeff, but Whistle Nut looked like he was going to kill someone.
He did look, I still think Big Jeff was madder. Big Jeff was yelling. Yes, he was like, all those people in there, spineless jellyfish, they're not playing their game at all. Like, he went off. So I think that Jeff was a little bit more mad, but yeah, he was very angry, and it was cool to watch. I think that because Julie has been kind of giving it back to them this season. Like, she's been like, "Why haven't you really been playing this game?" Yada yada. I think Julie kind of got scared, and like she probably threw all her things out the window. She was so flustered that she literally was like, "Well, let's look at the goodbye messages." Like, it was so.
But here's the weird thing where Jason's an idiot. He brings up friendship. That's the guy's friggin' stupid little gimmick. That's not a way you play the game.
Yeah.
You have to cut people in Big Brother, you moron. Maybe if he watched more than one episode of 16, he'd realize that. But he didn't, and he's out 7th place. Good riddance, I don't care.
Slay his existence.
No, I just don't give a shit. He's not good. He's not good at the game.
No, and Jason, a lot of people were shitting on him for what he said about Kevin's wife.
Yeah.
That's something he's gonna have to deal with after the show, because Kevin showed nothing but respect and love for Jason. And you know what? I get you see stupid things in Big Brother, and I don't think it's the worst thing that's been said all year, but it was a terrible, terrible, terrible joke, and he's gonna have to and possibly lose that friendship after the house.
Yes, it's a disgusting thing to say, and
terrible.
And the thing is, he said it like a group of mean girls do in a lunch table.
Okay,
to a nerd.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, it was not.
All right, let's go to the next thing. Right?
No, we got the eviction,
the goodbye messages.
So we get Alex's dumbass goodbye message, so letting Jason know that she didn't vote to evict him, and like if he's gone, they're both blindsided, and she's up next. Which that cleared his mind real quick. Then Josh, in a tearful goodbye message, says, "I voted you out, and it was all Paul's plan." This is, I think, potentially Josh's best move of the year.
Yeah.
Something that wasn't even really in the game. So he told Jason and showed him that Paul flipped on him, and he was lying. And when Alex gets into jury, but we're not gonna give spoilers yet, what happened in the second half of the episode, hopefully soon, Alex is gonna be blindsided to know that Paul was in on it the whole time. That's gonna be an amazing segment in the jury house.
Well, and then The thing is, Paul, right? To try to dupe them in your goodbye messages is moronic. It's stupid. It's just dumb. So the fact that Paul gets up there and says, yeah, Jason, I didn't know what was going on, and they chose to show that after Josh's was brilliant on production's part, brilliant on whoever the editing team is. They screw Paul out of a jury vote because it seems that everyone online thinks Jason ain't voting for Paul anymore. I don't think he is either.
I think he isn't because he's not educated on the show and he'll just take it to heart. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
He'll be Shane Meany 2.0. He'll just be like, screw it, I'm not voting for him because he backstabbed me.
Right.
But I feel like any super fan, if they were in Jason's shoes, they would be like, all right. Like if I was in Jason's shoes, I know I it's a totally different situation. I can't put myself in his shoes.
Right.
But he has 2 weeks to think about it, and you can't screw a guy who pretty much just manipulate. Like he literally just like he got like he literally, in the words of Big Jeff, he got like he was totally behind his back. He didn't know what was going on. He was totally oblivious to what Paul's big plan was, and it was a great move on Paul's part. It just everything has to catch up to you eventually.
So why did no, I'm getting way ahead of myself. I don't know why I was just about to ask a silly question. Okay, so then Paul gives the cringiest goodbye message.
And we just talked about that.
I just
you completely missed when we talked about that.
Okay,
so we go to the POV.
Take a second, take a breather.
I'm just gonna kill myself.
All right, so let me go back.
You can't make jokes like that, Adam.
Oh, Nick's so upset because he made an offensive joke.
You made an offensive joke last night. I didn't put in the video.
Okay. Question.
I make fun of frat guys. I think that's everyone.
And that was in the video.
I was.
Yeah.
Thank you, Noah, to keep me in there.
I didn't keep it in there. Nick said he deleted it.
I could have sworn I deleted it.
Anyway, so moving on.
Oh, good.
So we move on to we move on to the HOH competition. It's the classic Big Brother, true or false. They do the fake news and like Donald Trump, everything going on outside. We're not even gonna get into that. So they do the fake news competition where they do headlines based on stuff that happened in the Big Brother house in the past however many weeks.
Yeah. And
they have to answer if it's true or false headline. So and whoever gets the most after 7 questions, I believe, wins. Long story short, Alex gets every question right.
Of course she does.
Of course she does. So Alex becomes the HOH, and she moves on and puts up with no time. By the way, I like to point out that Big Brother usually gives them like 30 seconds to a minute.
Yeah. And
they kind of like talk really quick and then go for it. They literally got into the house, and they were like, "Who's your nominees?" I think maybe that was a little. Not them protecting anyone in particular, but kind of they wanted to just be like they wanted irrational decisions. They wanted to kind of throw people off. They didn't want to give time to. I don't know. I still think they love Paul. And they don't want Paul to go home.
People said they wanted to fuck Paul there. That's what the people online there was their conspiracy theories that they wanted to screw Paul, and so he didn't have time to explain what happened. They went quick into it. That's just a stupid online conspiracy theory.
Really
but it would have worked out worse for Paul if they gave him time to talk, because then it would have given Josh the chance to be like, "Yo."
No, but could have given because Josh was going on with the plan. That could have given the reason people said online. I don't know if I agree with this. Is that they want people? They thought that they would give Paul more time, because if Paul had more time, he'd have more time to explain himself.
But if he had no time, she could have jumped to the conclusion. Paul was the only one that she hugged after the HOH competition. Paul was the only one that was talking to her after the HOH competition. I thought it favored Paul, if anything, because Paul was the only one that she was still talking to. And after the stage fight, which is kind of in a way, it was kind of silly and looked stupid. In Alex's head, that probably was great for Paul. Paul helped himself in Alex with Alex.
But I don't get it. If she had no time to talk to Paul, why would she put up Josh? Why wouldn't she put up Josh and Christian?
Very stupid.
I don't know.
Very stupid. Paul definitely told her what to
do. My brother said this, and he also said this, but I just think that it's because we don't know what it's like in that situation. It's so fast paced that you don't want to make a crazy fucking move so fast. You don't have any time to think, dude.
Why would you want to get Kevin, and why would you put a Raven on and said, why not just it feels so dumb to me. And I think this just shows how terrible of a player Alex is, because in any situation when Josh is literally crying, you go, okay, he evicted Jason, he turned on us. Okay, Christmas evicted. We just watched Christmas evict Jason in front of us.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna put up Kevin, who had no idea because he was on the block. And even if he did, he was still on the block. And then Raven, who she did vote out.
Hold on, this is just further proof that Alex is by far the worst player to make it this far in the game ever.
She's
worse than Victoria.
She's good physically.
Yeah, I don't think she's worse than
I think she's
Victoria.
the worst. I think she's the worst ever.
I don't even think she's the worst in the house. I will argue that Christmas is worse. I still argue that Christmas is worse. I still argue Christmas is worse.
I completely disagree.
100%.
How?
Why?
Because Christmas, all right, here's the thing. Josh knows everything that's going. Josh is right in every sense of the word. Yeah. The only reason he isn't able to make a big move is because he can't get Christmas on board, because Christmas is so brainwashed by Paul. Christmas is the most brainwashed by Paul in the house by far. Paul literally could have gone home. Like, Paul could have gotten back if Josh was able to get to Christmas, and Christmas had a little bit of an open mind and said, you know what, you're right. Let's think about this for a second. Then they could have turned on Josh, but instead she's like, shut the fuck up, Josh. You're getting so ahead of yourself. Chill. Right. Because in her mind, she thinks there's no way of her getting there without Paul. But when in reality, I think that if they got
Alex Taker,
she's not getting there without Paul. She's not.
We don't know. She's getting with Paul.
That's why this is her best move. That's her best move.
I think when there's no situation where you can beat the person that you want to stay with, I think it's
Alex is doing the same thing. Alex is literally going with Paul.
Alex had Jason before this week. But she had Jason. She wouldn't have taken Paul over Jason.
No, but she's still taking Paul to final 3.
I know, but Christmas I feel like would take Paul.
Christmas isn't winning a final 1 or 2, so Christmas.
I know, but if Christmas made final 2, if she won final HOH for whatever reason,
there's no way. But
what I'm saying is that's why I think that she's so brainwashed by Paul, because if she made it to the final 2, I think she would bring Paul over Josh.
But it's not hypothetical. Then, like, I think that.
But at the same time, that's my argument for why she's playing such a bad game.
I think Alex playing bad game because she has a chance to be in every single move, and she gets it wrong every time. No, Jason, you're being paranoid.
But she's also she's getting herself in that spot. Those situations Christmas isn't. She's winning. She's getting.
No, but Alex is getting herself in a worse position. Christmas is doing exactly what she needs to do to get to the end. Alex has a big
I was so against Christmas until today when they're like, well, she's putting herself in the position that she's going to final 2 no matter what. Josh taking her, Paul's taking her, and she's going to beat Josh probably.
But you also can't blame Alex for not getting the situation to get to the final 3 because Paul picked Christmas. Because Christmas is Paul could have easily said Jason and Alex are going to be my final 3. But instead he picked them.
They won comps and they were loud about it. Like they made it known.
But the only reason he picked Christmas is because of her broken foot. Without the broken foot, he would not have picked Josh and Christmas.
We're playing in a world where she has a broken foot.
Okay, but what I'm saying is,
we can't argue if she does now.
I know what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
I'm just confused.
But I'm saying I think this is my opinion.
And yeah,
like
I
think that Christmas is playing a worse game because in a situation where Paul just everything that she's gotten is because of Paul. Alex at least made some of her moves because she was able to win HOH. No, I'm saying she was able to win HOH and put herself in situations to make big moves, but she didn't. Right. She didn't make any fucking big moves. Yeah. She made shitty fucking moves, but she was able to get herself in the situation to put herself in a situation to make a big move where Christmas couldn't because she was just being followed by. She was just being fucking dragged along by Paul on a leash.
But she broke her leg.
It doesn't matter. But okay, you can still make big social moves. You can still make big moves. She could have turned on Paul. She could have listened to Josh.
What you're saying Christmas doesn't make big moves when she gets in the position. Alex tonight, we're gonna get to it, had the chance to do exactly what you're saying.
Okay, but why are you giving Christmas the benefit of the doubt and not Alex?
Because Christmas is protected all around. Alex isn't.
But the reason she's protected all around is because Paul.
But so is it. The only reason Alex made this far is because of Paul.
Okay,
right?
But the reason that Christmas is in a better spot is because of Paul.
But she did.
If Paul picked Alex, I think they're playing very similar shitty fucking games.
Alex is way more unaware than Christmas. That's why I think she's.
I think Christmas is unaware that Paul's playing everybody.
No, she said
on the feed yesterday.
First of all, Christmas is falling in love with Paul, which is really weird. We have to touch upon that as well. But on top of that, Christmas said yesterday, she was like, I know Josh is right. Okay, Josh is right. But I can't do that because they're both going to take me. Whistle and Alex are so dumb for winning all these competitions. So dumb for, the worst thing they could have done ever was being on that wall and arguing with each other about who's going to win. Because then everyone, I think in that moment, Paul's like 100%. I'm not going anywhere near them in the final 3. They're 100% taking each other. She knows. I think if Christmas did win, she'd probably take Paul. So then why wouldn't Paul go with her and not Jason and Alex?
Yeah, but I also think I'm not saying Alex is a good player. I think Alex is fucking horrible. I fucking hate her. I hope she goes home this week. I hope she goes home this week. I don't think she's way worse though. I think she's very, very, very a little bit of maybe like she's worse.
If she's you're saying
it's not far behind, dude. Okay. I think that there's so many shitty players in this house that we're just fucking like at this point we're just grabbing at straws for saying who's worse. It's so hard to tell because they're so fucking far down the mountain. But I also think that as much as like moves that Alex that Alex made when Alex was on the wall, fucking that was that was intolerable to watch. I also think it was intolerable to watch how blinded Christmas was by the fact that Paul orchestrated that entire move to get everyone to throw her the competition. And she's fucking has a broken leg, and she still thinks that she's like, wow, my alliance is in a great spot. No, that wasn't your alliance. That was Paul. And that was Paul playing the fucking house. He has everybody, not just you guys.
Right. Listen, I'm not saying Christmas.
How could you be that oblivious? If you were in that spot, you would have been like, wait a minute.
But you have to remember, Christmas, they're all oblivious because they don't, except Josh maybe.
Well, Josh,
but Alex is even more so oblivious in the fact that she, like, I just think that she's worse.
Yeah,
That's all.
I think she's more
I think she's worse
oblivious.
at the game.
I think she's more oblivious, but I think Christmas is in no situation. I don't know. I just think that Alex, you have to give Alex like some credit in the form of that she did
won comps. Like,
she did compete.
Fuck competing. I don't care. I don't really.
It's a part of the game.
But I don't like.
It's a huge part of the game.
I think people put way too much value on it. Where Alex could have thrown a few of those comps, been less of a threat, and made it farther. That's all.
Okay, but also you can't just say fuck comps. The reason fucking Hayden won Big Brothers because he won the big comps.
But I'm saying
the reason Vanessa Russo made it as far as she did is because she won the big comps.
But the reason Alex has a big target on her back and is going to go home most likely if she doesn't go in double 6-5.
I don't think it's because she won. I think it's because she was loud about it.
Okay, Though here's the thing. This is why Paul's a good player. Paul's won comps, but nobody's talked about it. Paul's won a ton of competitions. Nobody brings it up because he's quiet about it. It's how smart you're. Jason wins. He has this crazy screen, like he brags about it. Last year, Victor was the one reason Victor was such a terrible Big Brother player is because he got 3 chances, bragged about how many competitions he won every single time, and then got voted out because of it.
Right.
If you win competitions. But also viewing competitions, it's all about the moves you make too. Like Alex literally won competitions, made awful moves, and I'm sure that also contributes to why she's so far.
Like if you're good at comps, you have to know how to use them to your advantage. Yeah. Alex knows how to use them to her disadvantage.
And the only thing I like about that Christmas did with the move I like that she did make was she did when people look back on who got a whistle nut, it's either going to be Paul, right? It's going to be Paul.
Mm-hmm.
And if she's in the end with Josh, she's gonna take credit for that move. She's gonna say, "I was the one who made that move. I was the one who voted."
She did technically in front of everyone.
She did because just because how it was on
the technicality.
So she has that to rebel. Not saying that, of course, just because it was on the stage and how it's presented. So okay, let's move on. So we get to the nomination. She obviously nominates Kevin and Raven. They do this. I actually like this competition. I think it was cool with how they had to drop the balls. Could have taken a while. So Alex, we think is gonna win. Josh comes from behind. Josh's balls finally drop in so many senses of the word.
He celebrates early.
Celebrates early in one of the best moments of the season. Josh hit the button. Josh hit the button. That shows how biased Julie turned into Jeff Probst for a second. Was like, you gotta hit the button, and he ran over because Alex saw that. If she waited any more time,
Alex kind of waited though too when she dropped her last ball and she kind of like stopped on the top.
Oh, okay,
she was kind of standing there.
So maybe they didn't make that. You know why?
Could you imagine if Alex fucking came and won? I mean, I don't think it would have changed much. I think that she would have been
the same.
Anyway,
So let's get okay. So then Josh says he's been.
We didn't talk about how Alex won HOH yet, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Okay,
So Alex, Josh is a misfit his whole life, so obviously because of that, he's gonna leave Nom the same. Just another reason Josh is king.
For a second, I was like, whoa,
what's happening? What is he doing? And then so Josh, they go to vote to evict. Now this is where it gets kind of weird. So Paul goes in there. First time all season I see Paul distraught. He goes, I'm going to vote Raven.
Oh my God.
He lied to someone.
Did you see him shaking? He went in like grabbed his chin, his literal hand was, he was like.
He lied to Raven.
Yeah.
He promised Raven the end. He's been promised, she trusted him so much. And then, so then he votes out Raven. Chris votes out Raven, she's gone.
Yeah.
But Josh comes in, takes 5 minutes, and then votes out Kevin. And then after the episode, he did tell them that he voted out Kevin.
Right.
So he didn't lie about it. Why did he do it? Nick, you were talking about this before. Why do you think he did
it? Because then Alex is going to be like, holy crap, Paul didn't vote with me. Paul is not on my side like I think he is.
Yeah, but why when they all just vote out Raven? That's proof right there that none of them are on her side.
Well, no, but you're right. Right.
Why then?
I have no idea.
Do you think I think he just did it because he could. Like it was him voting against Kevin instead of Raven, right? Josh?
Yeah.
I think it was just because he could and he knew that she was gone already and he wanted to give her the benefit of the doubt. Like, at least you weren't all
What is the upside of voting out Raven over Kevin?
Kevin can't win comp. Raven
a jury vote, I think.
Yeah.
No, you mean as a whole or just because of Josh?
You mean as a house? I'm
Why
confused.
did Paul and Christmas decide Raven over?
I think they think she's smarter than she is.
I think it's everything. No, I think they give her way more credit than
they know. Kevin can't win any competition.
Yeah,
Kevin is literally. I love Kevin. He's probably one of the worst competitors. He's worse than
Enzo.
He's worse than Enzo.
Yeah, he's worse than Enzo.
He literally he's the tallest dude. He's 6'4" or whatever. He can reach over and drop those balls, and then he was like, it missed. But he played basketball. I don't understand. Alex is 4 for 9, and she was like, did great.
I mean, they did give him a little like step ups.
Oh,
you saw
really?
that, right? Yeah, they gave Alex a big step because she's so short. I think they did it based on height.
Almost fell over, by the way.
Yeah, that was the other. What happened?
All right, can I read Alex her family too?
Yes.
Kevin's disgusting daughter is truly all Alex an apology.
For what?
The entire family is disgusting and disgraceful. I don't know if that's from Alex's family,
though I will say
but that's insane.
Alex's Twitter is locked. and only 5 people like that. And Kevin's
fake?
family.
It's
It's real. Kevin's family then tweeted
for what?
And then they got like 700 favorites.
No, shout out to Kevin's whole family.
Dude, no, okay, we got to get to the fact that Alex destroys Kevin, calls him, compares him to a child molester, rips the man to shreds. She gets 8 joys and double eviction. And
King Kevin, as opposed to Houdini.
King Kevin stays. His lucky 3-piece suit.
I think Raven's on the feeds right now. If anyone cares.
Raven?
She's yes. Hold on.
Let's hear it for a second.
Okay, yeah, I don't. She
So-
she said
so-
Matthew and I in a matter of 2.5 seconds.
So
1.5 seconds.
so Raven gets evicted, and again
Queen.
storms out of the house, almost hugging nobody. And Alex actually, which is kind of a twist. Alex was like, "It wasn't me," and she was like, "I don't believe you," or so she said, "I don't."
Save it.
She's like, "I'm sorry." No, yeah, she said sorry, and she's like, "Oh," or she's like, "I'm sorry."
Shove it up your butt.
She was throwing it back at her. I couldn't really hear what they were saying, but she was throwing it back at her. She comes out of the house all mad, but takes 2 seconds to get back into character and does a front flip, a leg kick,
And gets lipstick on her fucking tooth.
Oh, that was so cringe. That epitomized Raven. Backflip, lipstick on her tooth. Julie's like, well, you didn't really play the game, Raven.
That's
she was
funny.
Like, and she was like, oh, no, I think I played the game. I just keep waiting for her to break out like a Reba song every time she talks.
Stop! Don't you dare compare the Queen.
So they show her goodbye messages, and it was only Cameron. And Cameron was like, "I should have been here." No, there's no goodbye messages, obviously, because she was second.
Yeah.
But
Let's see what Cameron's tweeting.
But that sums up the episode.
So then, okay, so we
Oh God! Then the post episode. So the whole episode, Julie is hyping up this big
She did an
announcement.
Episode? I
The
heard
whole
it
episode
once.
was like, stay tuned at the end
Really?
for a big announcement. Big announcement. Comes back from break. There, she was like, when we come back from break, huge announcement. Comes back all of a sudden, the Revengers, the season 17 Big Brother superhero thing. It's James Hewling, Caleb, Frankie, Davon, and Nicole. And Nicole, the fucking
No. James
Yeah,
Hewling is worse than Nicole. In my opinion.
I think
He cringes me out more.
honestly, I know that a lot of people like him and a lot of girls like him because he's a great looking guy.
Caleb?
Caleb cringes me the fuck out.
Okay.
He had a horrible Big Brother run. He got played by Derek to the point where he was like, "Get the fuck out of here, Caleb." And Caleb's like, "Okay."
Wait.
Then he goes on Survivor, gets medevaced. Okay, you get a second chance on pretty much Survivor All Stars and busts. Like, it was horrible.
Yeah, he was awful.
They said also it's Mr. Spectacular and Outfit Vic.
Really?
Where's
Yeah, it's Victor right there. Oh, cringe.
God.
Wait, I thought it wasn't. It was Victor too.
So at this moment, I don't know what you guys are doing.
Judas Draven. No.
Where is he?
Oh my! If it's yes,
Yeah, he's he's on it.
Where is he?
I think so. Because why did he tag him in it? So we have breaking news that Judas Draven, the best player in Big Brother.
So this is the best announcement in the history of Big Brother. No, so me and my brother, I don't know what you guys are doing, but me and my brother pretty much thought that was the big announcement.
Yeah,
I was
thinking that
freaking
either.
out. I was like, what the fuck is this? This is the worst thing ever, Big Brother. I'm done. And then it comes back and Julie's like laughing. She's like, that's a live premiere, but don't worry, that wasn't the announcement. So I was like, okay, you got us a little bit. They announced Celebrity Big Brother a la UK version, but
Yeah,
in
America.
the United States.
Wait, you think it's gonna be American?
No, it's gonna be regular.
I think it's gonna be like Big Brother, but with celebrities. I think it's gonna be the exact same as US Big Brother because they want to promote their show.
Okay, there's zero chance. I think people are saying Bobby Moynihan. First of all,
He has too much going on.
He's too busy.
He's actually a celebrity.
Yeah.
They need to get celebrities who aren't
Celebrities.
really
My mom
celebrities.
was like, it's got to be like Dancing with the Stars celebrity.
Yeah,
Which is
exactly.
It is literally gonna be like
retired,
like skating with the
yeah,
stars. It's gonna be worse than Dancing with the Stars.
yeah, it's gonna be like retired football player.
Yeah.
Carlton. Okay, I honestly think it's gonna be. I can see Carlton. He needs stuff to do.
Shane Dawson will be cool.
She doesn't actually like. It would be awesome.
I want Shane Dawson on Real Big Brother.
But he tweeted Trisha Paytas. I would hate watching Trisha Paytas because she leaving Canada Big Brother.
Wait, he
UK Big
tweeted
Brother,
her?
He said Trisha Paytas should do it.
Well, she said she's never doing it again.
Well, she shouldn't. She quit.
She's awful. No.
She's an emotional wreck.
I would honestly no. She doesn't know what's going on. No.
So but I think that this, in my opinion, I don't know what their plan with Frankie Grande is, but I think this would be the perfect opportunity to bring Frankie Grande in because it's that bridge between a Big Brother player and a celebrity. And then we don't have to get him for real All-Stars if they ever do it.
Taylor posted in the chat. I could see someone from Glee doing it. We all know they're not doing much. So
If it's Court Overstreet, I will.
I honestly legitimately could see like someone like that, like relevancy.
Yeah.
Someone who had like a little bit of relevancy.
And then does
a Jersey Shore star. Snooki would be perfect for.
And then it would be like it's gonna be like 2 or 3 YouTubers. We already know it.
Big interview with Julie Chen about it.
Did she give any names?
I'll read through it. You guys keep talking.
Yeah. Okay.
So we could definitely see a couple YouTubers, and we already said that we will revolt if it's
Bad.
YouTubers that are either cringy or
Get
don't
a
know the
fan.
game. Get a fan. There's a
Shane
lot
Dawson is one of the biggest YouTubers.
Yeah.
Why not use him for
Yeah.
views? Get Shane. He said there's too many angles. That was his tweet about why he wouldn't do it.
That's so funny.
I think he would in a heartbeat.
I think he would too. But I think he would do it if it was real Big Brother. I think they can easily get him for real Big Brother. Dude, he gets what, 2 to 3 million views a video.
Yeah, no, but that's
He's
too much. He's too relevant. Because if one person knows him, no, but I guess they would. Who cares?
But dude, that was their. I don't think they give a shit, dude. That
Great quote.
Oh,
Nolan,
God.
you just predicted it. We're being realistic. This is Julie Chen. It's not going to be all Oscar winners. Maybe we'll have someone win Oscar decades ago. Whoever cast Dancing with the Stars does an amazing job. They don't always get household names, but some people kind of reinvent themselves, and suddenly I see that person all over the tabloids. So she basically said, we're going to do Dancing with the
She
Stars.
literally said, because you know why? Okay, how long is it going to be? A month?
Yeah, it's going to be like 30 days, yeah.
If they're going to be, I thought they were saying OTT too, but that's why there's no OTT this year because they were planning this. What?
Are you ruling out any former players? We're not diving into it, so we can't give any answers like that. It's all being worked out how it's going to look like.
Hopefully they bring back Dave on so we don't get Dave on All Stars.
No, I don't want to watch Dave on.
But I could see the reason I could see them doing Shane Dawson for real, for the real game is because they're not afraid of having those risks of. They brought Frankie Grande on when I know Ariana Grande wasn't as big as she is now.
She was still famous.
She was it was her summer, but there's still that risk. They brought in Vanessa, who said her favorite artist is Ariana Grande. So you would assume they were probably assuming that she would know, but she didn't.
You mean,
they brought Davon.
Vanessa, Victoria.
Yeah, Victoria.
So
they got Davon with Vanessa.
Yeah.
Because Vanessa was one of the most famous female poker players in the world, and Davon's a poker dealer. So that's what they were going at. I don't think they're afraid of having that. If anything, they want it. They want it to happen.
They put Caleb on a season of all newbies in Survivor. You know, he was on a CBS show. People knew who Caleb was going into it. I don't think the network is afraid of having.
They said,
can we play a quick game?
Yeah.
If Shane Dawson was if he was on this season with the same cast, how many of the cast would know him?
This season, let's go through it.
I'd say like somebody like Raven might know him.
Raven might know him. I think Jess would know him.
I think Paul might, from just being like, I feel like trying to like gain relevance over
in LA. I don't know. He might.
Maybe Paul.
Jess would. No, she would.
Yeah, Jess 100%. I don't know who. I don't know.
Definitely Cody.
I don't know who else though. That's the thing. They might get like one person that might know, two people that might know. It wouldn't matter. If anything, if I was in the house and I went in the house and Shane Dawson was there, I wouldn't be like, that Shane Dawson, let's get him out. I'm gonna be like, yo, dude, I know who you are. Like, I know you're like, I don't think a lot of people in here know.
Yeah.
Me personally, I'll be like, yo, I make YouTube videos too. I'm not as big as you, but I make YouTube videos too. I'll connect over that. You look for a common connection. Everyone in the first week is looking for a common connection with someone to align with. So if anything, I would use it for my game. I don't know.
Yeah, it's fun.
I think it would be cool to see him on the real game and not just a fucking makeshift game.
Okay, so I'm hoping to God that that this is just people like, I want it to be celebrities who like have a little bit of a reputation, because they're gonna go in there and be like, oh, I'm doing this for my image. Like that's how they're gonna look at it. But they're gonna have to play the game. I want to get, because there's people like, there's super fans of the show that are celebrities. Look at Bobby Moynihan.
Yeah.
He's no Ben Affleck, but he's a big name. Like
I don't watch Celebrity Big Brother UK. Do people get into it? Mad at each other and stuff?
But it's a different game. They're playing for their entertainment.
Yeah. But do you think that they will?
Ramsey
people. True.
Oh, Ramsey's winning.
Do you think that people would get into it? The celebrities would get into it, or do you think they would be like, oh darn it, I got evicted?
That's why they have to pick someone irrelevant people.
Yeah.
Because they have to be make a name for yourself.
Yeah.
Reinvent yourself. Put Carlton in there.
Frankie Muniz.
Everyone's back.
Oh yeah.
Frankie Muniz would probably murder someone in the house.
Oh yeah.
To gain relevance again.
I hope it's not a big love fest though. That would suck ass.
Yeah, if it's like we're just all playing a game here. I hope it's 2 months. They're so irrelevant that we need 2 months. Heck, get people that are so irrelevant that they're just normal people. Throw a bunch of normal. I got it. Throw a bunch of normal people in the house. Let's extend it a little longer.
3 months.
90 days, and then have a season of Big Brother.
I don't know about if they said anything online. Is because last season when they announced OTT, they were very like, this is live streaming only. This is live streaming only. Go get CBS, whatever.
It's gonna be on TV.
Is it on TV?
Yeah,
it's gonna be on TV. That's cool. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
So it'll be 1 a week probably.
Frankie Muniz, they say he grew 6 inches last month. He was 5'5", and now he's 6'6".
That's 5 inches.
It's times 2.
Okay.
Guys, put some celebrities in the chat that you think would be like really perfect.
Start writing in the chat, even if you have questions.
Like Ronnie
celebrities.
Magro Ortiz.
Yeah. Question, and if you have questions about the game or anything, just ask any questions right now.
I'm using Xenadrin.
If this is our time to talk.
I'm excited for Celebrity Big Brother. I'm real pumped.
I'm kind of excited
It's
too.
January.
It'll fill that void.
It is?
It's January, February.
I think it's a better alternative than OTT.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah.
Yeah,
as long as you don't have to cover it.
I guess.
Watch it
I don't know what I
like
like better. OTT was just good, but not great.
Here's how I feel.
liked OTT, actually.
Here's how I feel about OTT. If you got onto OTT, you'd be like,
dang it.
Like it'd be like that. I just wasted my great audition tape on OTT.
Yeah, but I feel like that's why you have to. If they really want you on OTT, they'll put you on OTT. Like Frankie Muniz on Dancing with the Stars, exactly. And no, he is. He definitely is. He's gonna do really okay on there. Okay, so let's think of other celebrities though, like ex-sports stars. I could see some ex-sports stars like.
That's the reason I think that there's gonna be a couple YouTubers in there because YouTubers are the best way to. They're not celebrities, but at the same time they have an internet relevance that will bring in an audience.
Wow, I turned to Jake Miller. I think
he'd be perfect.
That would be amazing.
He's like, they'd be like, "Oh, you're a singer, yeah." I could see Neve being on it. Neve,
I think he might be
too dorky,
famous.
Nah,
he's pretty well known. You don't think so?
He is well known, but Nick, they're not getting people who are well known. This isn't real Big Brother.
But I also think that MTV content isn't that going to be a weird thing. Like
probably
if they're on another network, like you're not going to see Gordon Ramsay in there.
Speak for yourself.
David Ross.
Who did you say originally, Nolan?
Who
was your perfect parade that you said this is definitely gonna be someone on the show?
Oh, Baytown Jones. Who? Baytown?
Soldier Boy.
He's I think he's too famous.
Tyler Oakley. I think if they're gonna get one, they're gonna get Shane Dawson.
I think they're gonna get more than one. I think they're getting more than one. I think they're getting 3 at least.
You have to remember that Tyler Oakley's been on CBS.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
And cool.
Wait, they did a whole Amazing Race with YouTubers. So would they pull from that pool?
Yeah, why not?
Dude, I think that they're not afraid. Like I said before, they're not afraid of getting YouTubers because that's the perfect way. They're not celebrities, but at the same time, they're.
Cole Brand goes in there and he just has sex with everyone.
He's like, I have sex now.
It's okay. Yeah, but Trisha, like, I pray that she's not on. She's not. She would just disrespect them.
This is very true. Shane Dawson, because he was on one of the live shows. What if he was there to talk with them?
But he tweeted they're doing. Yeah, he's obviously not going to be on.
What if he was there for them to?
There's a chance.
Oh, not Joey Graceffa. No.
Oh my God, how are you? Gracie Anyas?
The story of my life.
It would have to be. It has to be YouTubers. Like it wouldn't be YouTubers in the same. Because if they were to get Shane Dawson, then they wouldn't get YouTubers like Shane. They would get someone like look at Amazing Race. They got what was the guy's name? This frizzy guy.
Brody Smith.
Brody Smith and Tyler Oakley. They're totally different fields.
They're built the same.
They're the same guy.
They look the same.
Brody's like 6'4". Tyler's like 5'1.5".
Yeah, like vlogger and sport.
Brody's like pretty flamboyant. Tyler's not flamboyant at all.
They would get some weird like Vsauce guy or something. They would get someone weird.
Hey guys, it's Vsauce 6.
They wouldn't just get a bunch of vloggers.
What's the Molly Octomom? What's her name? No, not
Daniel 5.
Oh no, they're getting the John and Kate plus 8.
Yes.
Oh wait, Philip DeFranco loves Big Brother. I could see Shane, Philly, D.
But just so he run to that house.
I could see me in Bachelor.
Oh my God, somebody just said Sean Lowe from Bachelor. I would kill myself.
Austin
would pass.
Okay.
One of their shows are on CBS.
Guys.
They'd probably bring a Survivor person on.
No. Yes, can we please not get any Bachelors? No, it's a different.
Can we talk about what I'm just kidding?
Christina Schumann is allowed.
All right, Austin. Yeah, let's just keep it to Big Brother talk about, boy.
Shay Collier, he would just want to sniff some assholes. So I don't think we're gonna get Shay on this.
Come on,
Shay. I don't think we're gonna get Shay on this.
He's gonna ask a lot of people to sit on his face.
He's like, I want you to feel my beard on your privates. Okay, so
what the fuck?
He said it, not me. Crazy Shay said.
Yeah, but he didn't ask you to repeat it on our podcast.
Yeah, well, I asked me to repeat on our podcast. Okay, so. Honestly, if Rob Cesternino goes on there and no other podcasts, I don't know. Somebody's taking over. Oh, wait, guys, that means we have another show to cover in the winter after Survivor.
Hey. Oh, did you see the Survivor thing? He goes, don't get caught up or something like that. And he's like, whoa, Survivor.
It's so crazy. Okay, did they say it would start winter of 2018 as in January? Brooke, I'm not sure when they said it would start.
I think it's starting next year. I think it's running simultaneously with next year's Big Brother. Like at the same time, competing. 6 days a week. Competing, yeah.
2 houses.
I think they're going to do, what do you think they're going to do 1 day a week? Or do you think they're not doing 3 days a week?
Okay, the winter season, right?
They're not going to do 3 days a week.
They're doing like 2 days a week.
You
think 2?
They're not doing it 3 days a week.
All right. Yeah, I think they're honestly going to do 1 or 2 days a week. But I can't wait to watch the live feeds of these irrelevant people trying to do crazy things to be relevant.
No, I can't wait to hear them that I have this many followers.
Tara Reid, I would honestly hope. I think she's way too coked out at this point.
Oh, that's good.
She was on a Celebrity Big Brother in UK a few years back, and she was awful.
You know that Kanye?
No, not the ShamWow guy. Who's the other guy? That Billy Mays should be on it.
Nick. Yeah.
He's dead.
What?
Shut the fuck up. The slap tap guy.
Okay,
I'm slapped at that.
we all make one prediction who we think's gonna be on. That's it. Then we'll move on. To
Okay, one prediction.
No Shane Dawson. Nobody we
Okay.
talked about.
I'm trying to think. I don't watch Dancing with the Stars. I think that would be a good pool to pick from now.
Sandpepper, no.
Ew. He was on.
Guys, a little off topic, but Dangy has responded to Josh.
Yeah, I saw. Yeah, he made a joke about it.
He said he's not better than any of them.
Yeah.
He
Well,
said?
well, Dan also. I feel like Dan doesn't watch as much as other people, so I do think
Dan's ready to come back. Dan will drop everything.
I could see Dan going to celebrity just to be like.
Dan could be dying in the hospital, and he'd be like Big Brother All Stars. He'd be like, "Where do we go?"
Oh, he's got the fire in his eyes.
Okay, so everyone.
Okay, predictions.
Yeah, let's
I don't want to go first.
I'm gonna try to think of a sports player. but
Aurelie says Kathy Griffin.
No, she's too much controversy around her.
Mr. Mosby from Zach and Cody.
I don't,
Jeff Kent.
sure, I'm from Shark Tank. It's not the same network. Things CBS shows. What's another?
Yeah.
Big Bang Theory's too big.
What about like an irrelevant character,
I
like
can
the
see
comic book
Anna
guy?
Faris doing it. She's on Moms.
Anna Faris. She's way famous.
Yeah, these people are filming shows though. You have to think like
True.
you think people who aren't even affiliated with networks anymore.
They've got to be on like a hiatus or off season, right?
think like Battle of the Network stars.
Drake Bell. I could see.
Oh yeah, 100%.
I would.
That would be a
kill
splash.
Drake
His
Bell.
splash return.
Somebody said on Art Big Brother that David Dobrik to avoid deportation.
I think I'm gonna go Drake Bell. I really think he's gonna push for that.
Really?
Yeah.
I can see it. Who like I don't know who I could see. I don't have a good guess. Oh, I suck. Okay, what else do you guys want to talk about?
You gotta think. I'm trying to think of like old sitcom dads. Those are like the perfect ones.
Hot
Those are like we're going into the house. Like
Yeah,
those weird.
Wait, the dad from Malcolm in the Middle hasn't done a lot since then.
No,
Okay.
Brian Cranston or whatever.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, he should. Do it.
Yeah,
Fuller House.
yeah,
would be
someone like
pretty
a
good.
full.
Netflix would be good because I feel like they're. You know what I'm
True.
saying? They could do whatever they
Could
want.
they?
I think so.
I'm
John
saying,
Stamos, oh man, what a dream! That'd be fun.
I'm gonna say
I see Evil Dick.
I'll do it only if everyone has to. I was gonna say some real stuff.
Yeah, you're about to fucking.
I don't know. Nick, who's your guess?
Alrighty then. Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go with Jerry Sandusky. No, I'm gonna go with
Taron Killam's a fan of the show. Maybe he'll do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go with the dad from because the dad from That's So Raven.
Oh, that guy. That big
Yeah,
boy, Will
yeah,
Carmack.
he was on Will Carmack's video. Shout out to Will Carmack.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
he was on his video.
oh man, who's the guy from
The late great.
Victorious that wanted you to meet him at the food court?
Oh, Lee Napper.
Oh my God, Lee Napper.
Yeah, that's a good one.
What a
All right,
cutie.
so okay, I think
I can see Victoria Justice going on like we all sing.
I think we've covered this enough. Okay, so let's get back to Big Brother Final Five. So we have the Final Five Big Brother 19: Kevin Schlehuber, Alex Au, Christmas Abbott, Josh Wilk, and Paul Abrahamian.
Wait, is it Christmas Abbott? The irony that the guy who threw no hitter on the Yankees, Jim Abbott, didn't have a hand, and Christmas doesn't have a leg.
You're reaching here. That's Josh. What's Josh's last name?
Martinez.
Oh man, I just want to hear you guys say it. All right.
Did you know it?
Update on Josh's family. They are evacuating.
Yeah,
Yeah, I made a bad joke.
They don't want to tell Josh because they don't
Yeah.
want to worry.
I made a bad joke.
Okay. So Josh. Okay, winner picks, guys. Do you still stick with Paul?
I still think with Paul.
Yep, I think it's gonna be.
I said Josh about when we first started the podcast. I'm sticking to him.
Oh, that's what he said. Josh went.
Oh, that's not your player.
Oh yeah. Well, maybe someone said it when the season started.
Well, I said the real winner, Mark.
I said when he posted that picture from sucking everything in.
He was like,
He'll actually lose a lot of weight this season.
Yeah, because
yeah.
yeah, actually he did, I guess.
Zingbar made him insecure. So okay, so
Insecure.
this week Alex cannot participate in HOH. I think. I think.
What is he doing?
Oh man, that'd be awesome.
He's too existential now. He's like super hippie.
Yeah, he's too.
Wait, do we only eat organic here?
He hangs out with like indie rock bands that no one's ever heard
All
of.
right, so okay, so we have
How do you think the rest of the game's gonna play out really quickly? Go.
okay. So Alex can't play HOH. Paul's gonna throw it because why would he get blood in his
Yeah.
hands? Kevin's never ever gonna win. It's gonna come down to Josh or Christmas.
Josh
One's gonna win.
wins.
They're gonna target Alex. She wins POV. Kevin goes home. That's it.
Okay,
That's
so
only
what do you think the
thing
order of people getting
Yeah, that's
evicted?
just
Go.
order. Kevin. I know Alex, Kevin, Paul, Christmas, Josh.
I would. Yeah, I like. I would say. Ooh.
You want to say it?
Alex, Kevin, and then I think it's gonna be Josh, Chris, and then Paul.
I was gonna say the same thing as
I'm gonna
Adam.
copy me.
Sorry.
I did. I know.
Same thing as Adam. I think Alex, I'm gonna throw a wrench in it just because I want to just be like that weird guy who does that. Alex, then fucking King Kevin wins a comp for once, and Christmas goes home.
Ooh,
and then Kevin, Josh, Paul.
Okay, so let's take some questions in the chat.
That's always the best HOH.
Yeah, no, I like.
You never know what can happen.
Oh, Johnson wants.
Okay, did Josh blow up Paul's game? Sharina says yes. I think he did definitely blow up Paul's game in the jury house.
Yeah, jury house wise.
But when Alex gets there, she's gonna be the most hurt by Paul for lying to her, because she's gonna find out that he was a part of Whistle not going home, and that he was lying to her face, and that friendship is not his brand anymore.
I just don't want it to happen again. I don't want that to happen again, where he goes to the final two and deserves the win, even more so than last season.
He's not losing to Josh.
No, he's not losing to anyone.
The only thing I want to happen is either Paul comes in third and Josh wins, or Paul beats Christmas because he irked Josh, whoever he wants.
Who's the person you least want to win?
Alex.
Okay, so let's say Alex goes next week. Do you guys think Xmas and Josh could take Kevin to final three instead of Paul? No, they're gonna stick with Paul to the final three, in my opinion. No one.
Yeah, I think they're sticking it. There's no at this point, if they didn't make a move when they could have, now, like, Josh had two opportunities. Josh had an opportunity to not vote with them and screw Paul over, and he had an opportunity to use the POV and screw Paul over, I guess.
Yeah.
So if he didn't at that point, then there's no way they're gonna go to the final three. I think they're shooing for the final three, 100%.
Yeah,
they have the majority.
Yeah. Alex, I can see going in a comp run where she wins, and then somehow makes it. I still think against Paul she loses.
That would be.
But I could see Alex doing a comp run. That's the only one I could see. Kevin's not going to win comps.
You know, it'd be very interesting
if it's Alex.
Alex wins
Paul.
POV this week. Alex wins POV.
Kevin at HOH.
Kevin goes home this week, but then Alex wins next week's HOH. That would be fucking interesting.
Yeah,
because then who are they sending home? And then Alex might beat them in the final HOH. Alex go on a run, even though I don't want it to happen.
The way if we might have to settle our debate if Alex and Chris make final two, if Alex goes on a comp run, but Alex would take Paul. So
yeah,
what we can do. And then Alex, she probably loses to Paul, right?
Yeah.
I'd say
everyone loses to Paul. I feel like.
Yeah, but isn't it crazy that King Josh is now everyone's rooting for him?
A lot of people.
And there was somebody at the beginning of the season said, guys, we're witnessing Dan Giesling 2.0. And are we? No, we're not witnessing anything close to that. But we're witnessing woke Josh.
All right, question. Does Josh, Cody, and Jess all come back now?
I think so.
Yes. Paul's done.
Yeah, he's
Raven
retired.
and Matt are going to come back for most lovable duos. But other than them, I think we're going to see Jess, Cody. Jess will maybe. I think Cody's definite if he wants to.
I think Cody only comes back if Jess comes back.
Yeah, I think they both come back.
And also, depending on how the relationship goes.
I think I could see them getting targeted early. Regardless, I think the three of them come back and it'll be a mess. Like, those are three worthy all-stars. Like, in the weird way. Not all-stars, but they're all-stars because they're very big characters.
It's a mix of good game and character.
Right.
And likability.
Yeah.
I think they all deserve it. I think at this point Paul's done because he has the two. I mean, if he wins this game though, they would want him to come in the house with Derek, Dr. Will, and Dan.
Would he want to? I don't know.
I think he would.
You're right,
dude. I think if Paul wins this season and there's always that debate of then Paul could be up there in the top 5 of winners. I think they would have to bring him back because if they brought him back with Dr. Will, Dan, and Derek, then they would be like, all right, well, they're coming back, Paul. Are you one of the best? Or you're not going to come back, or you're not going to come back and try to prove it. You know what I mean? Because that would really be that would be what the eyes would be on. It would be Dr. Will versus Dan versus Derek. And if Paul won this season, then Paul would be in that mix.
Yep. I think that we have to see 100% if Paul wins, and even if he doesn't, you got to put him in top. I think he's top 5 all time.
Yep, I agree.
Even if he doesn't win,
if he wins, yeah.
But I still
put him in the top 5. Yes. I think he's solidified.
You're right. I agree.
And he's coming in second, and then he's not going home this week, right? He's not going home. He'll make final 3 at least.
Yeah.
Last question from Sharina: who do you want to see in the Amazing Race? I would love to see Josh and Cody.
Isn't that a show?
No, it's Cody and Zach.
Zach and Cody. Sorry.
Paul and Cody. They would never do it. I think the closest thing we're gonna get is maybe Jess and Cody. They'd be okay to watch. I still think they'd be kind of boring on Amazing Race.
Yeah, I think we'd have it'd be a blast with Josh and Kevin. I mean, whatever.
Mark and Josh.
Did you see Christmas confess her love to Paul?
That was can we listen real quick because it's quick.
Wait, she really confessed her love?
Yeah, you want to hear it? Isn't that weird, dude?
What?
That's so weird.
Yeah, she's.
Oh, Logan's here. What's up, man?
All right,
That's so weird.
So that's the explanation of why she's so like following Paul.
Yeah.
They literally, my mom said this. She's like, I could see like her kissing him. Like they get like real close. Like it's weird. Christmas is 35. She just got like supposedly cheated on by her ex-boyfriend. Like you know what? Let her experience the beard for a little bit and all that hair he got all over his body.
Yeah.
I feel bad for her a little bit now.
Yeah. Why?
Because like she's like
vulnerable.
She's vulnerable. Yeah. It's almost vulnerable. It's a couple days after. It's a couple days after her like a supposed marriage.
Yeah. I honestly think Chris is a pretty girl. But I think that
she's not Paul's
way
type.
better chance with Josh.
Is she not Paul's type though? They're tattooed.
They're tattooed.
Oh really?
Yeah, he's a hypocrite.
He's into like social
She probably likes him because of tattoos.
She likes him because she's vulnerable.
Dude, do you also think it's like a Christmas is like always she's like a strong, independent woman, yada yada yada.
She met her match.
Do you think there's a superiority complex there?
Yeah. I think that Paul's gonna have a lot of fun after the show because he has a girl, but like, does he have like?
Stop talking about her a while ago. No, I think they said he cried about him within the last month because he thought there's a chance she doesn't like want to be with him after the show.
Why?
Because I'm sure you have to cut a lot, big brother. Like you're always touching other people. Like it's weird.
Well, he sleeps in the same bed with a ton of girls. Like that's just. But I honestly, if I was in there, I don't think I would be able to do that. Do you think you would?
I think you would be kind of forced to.
That's the thing, though. This is the problem. I don't think it's
Kevin
that.
Doesn't?
Yeah, I don't think it's that. Like they go and openly try.
Sleep at night?
I don't think they go and openly try. But when you're in the Big Brother house, even if you have a girl, or if you're talking, and someone comes up to you, and this is all social.
Oh yeah, well that's not.
You're not gonna be like, get away from me.
I'm saying at night time.
Yeah.
Go to bed. Not one girl slept with Josh all season.
Yeah.
And he's not single. I mean, he's single. You know what I'm saying? You can avoid at night.
But
I'm
also
not saying
Paul has the power. Paul is better looking.
I actually talked about this to Kate a while ago before I tried out for Big Brother. I'm like, what happened? Like, she's like, you go in there. She's like, I know, like that's a part of the game. Like, just like if someone puts their head on you, like that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
But I think you can prevent sleeping with someone at nighttime.
Yeah.
That's not cool. I can see if you're sitting down or laying down and someone just comes in like rests their head on you. Like it's a social game. You can't be like, ew. Like
there's an extent of flirting you have to do.
Yeah. Like I think that but Paul sleeps the same about Christmas all the time. Sleeps the same about Elena a lot. Like when she was in the house. I do think that could be prevented.
Yeah.
Like that could be. Like,
he's also wanting to play too. Yeah, I remember he'll do anything
for
for the game.
To win. He'd probably give up this relationship to win.
Yeah, he would.
Yeah,
that killed him inside. You know what I'm saying? Losing that killed him. All right, so that was a fun pod. That was fun.
That was really fun. I was looking forward to that, and I feel like it really held up.
It was
fun.
Yeah. Okay.
Me and kind of a blowout a little bit.
That was fun. We gotta do that more often.
That was kind of fun, man. We gotta get in each other.
You know why? Watch Survivor, you bitch. Okay. So
turn it on.
All right. So guys, we had a fun time. We'll be back on Sunday. Maybe we'll interview Ryan before then. Like we'll do a YouTube podcast. If not, we have a lot after the season. Like we're not just gonna stop podcasting. We got a bunch of oh my god, you threw me off.
Hibachi balls.
A bunch of Big Brother players from all other seasons that we're gonna do some interviews. Austin, turn off the goddamn phone, and then we're gonna interview them after the season.
It's Christmas, dude.
Both of you, turn that shit off.
My computer's freezing up, dude.
I just got mad at Austin, and you're doing this to him.
Mine's accidental.
All right, so
there's nothing you can do, dude. Just end it.
Let's just end it over the sound of Christmas's voice.
All right, guys, we'll see you.
Thank you guys so much. Ready? On the count of three, boys.
I like that one.